No one talks about lifestyle inflation, so I thought that I would bring my perspective on what it looks like in your 30s. Leaving your 20s, you don't really care. I mean, you care, but you don't care. You're trying to find yourself. You're getting your first job. So, of course, like grown-up money seems like a lot of fun. And then you hit your 30s and you're like, wow, okay, I have to save up for a mortgage. Maybe I want kids, start a family. There's just a lot more responsibility when you're in your 30s. And maybe in your 20s too. You could be a very mature 20-year-old and want to try to set yourself up to retire early or just like live a very comfortable lifestyle. And there's absolutely nothing wrong with that. I just think that society wants us to spend our money, and especially now in this day and age, like it is so easy to fall into marketing ploys.
You need to upgrade this, you need to get the next best thing.
And sometimes that's really not sustainable, especially with inflation rising, but yet like sometimes our salaries don't match with inflation. So it can be really hard, and you can really feel bad about yourself if your friends are getting the next best thing, but you're not getting that next best thing, but yet maybe they're actually extremely broke getting this next best thing. I also think that luxury items, and like I am so not bad at this, but I am a sucker for like good luxury pieces. I think that they last a really long time if they're made properly. When you see influencers or people who are on social media and they have the latest bag and the newest pair of sunglasses and the latest car and like all this stuff, and it is just like, holy crap, like, are they making Kardashian money? Because that to me is crazy when people are like, are you really gonna wear all those? I've actually seen people on social media say like,
is this a classic or is it a trend?
And you really, if you do want these luxury pieces, which, girl, I'm there with you, but if you do want these luxury pieces, try to go for the more classic pieces. Obviously, if you like a trend piece, buy that trend piece. But make sure that you're not following to the trends and you genuinely like this bag and you can wear it with so many things and it'll be a piece in your closet that you will grab time and time again. Because if you're just buying the funkiest bag, like there was this one that YSL put out and it was actually insane. It was almost like a McDonald's like kids like Happy Meal box, and it folded out, and I was like,
this is not practical.
This is not practical in any way. I don't know what outfit this would look good with. Like it's more of a statement piece, but I'm like, are we really spending $4,000 on a bag that looks like a McDonald's Happy Meal bag? Girl, I don't know. So going back to this, I think that if you want a classic piece, those obviously like also hold their value more. Like look at the Hermes Birkins, the Kellys, the Chanel flaps, like those are classic pieces. There's just pieces out there that hold their value, and over time they still look really good with whatever outfit you potentially are wearing. They are very versatile bags. And same goes for jewelry. Like everyone was into the Van Cleefs and the Cartiers, and like I love those pieces, and don't get me wrong, they're one of a kind. I just think as a society there's this reputation that like luxury means status, but at the same time like you need to protect your finances, your financial well-being, your mental well-being, and there's much more to you and to your life than the status of these luxury goods and always purchasing the next best thing, because there will always be the next best thing and it's not financially sustainable. And I think that is where society is making us all fall victim to getting the next best thing and always trying to upgrade our products, which can be tough. So what I started to do to try to save money in these unprecedented times is, instead of buying the nicer groceries, the better skincare, going to the boutique workouts and buying an $18 smoothie, those are a little unnecessary in my opinion. And like, yes, I do love a Hailey Bieber Air One smoothie, and I do love a good Legree class, but not every day. This isn't an anti-fun post. This is more of a when did this become normal conversation. Seeing people go for matcha every single day and get an Air One smoothie every single day, that is not sustainable. I think that there's other habits that we can build to break that spending habit. If you want to make your coffee 4 times at home and then once a week you go to Starbucks, or once a week you go to La La Land to get a matcha, that is so different than getting that every single day, because you could be using that money towards investing and setting yourself up for future success, or you can be putting that money back into your business, or you can be using that to level up and enroll in a course that you really want to take. Lifestyle inflation is so real. In your 30s, you can potentially change jobs, you make a little bit more money, and then you fall into that habit of spending a little bit more money where you upgrade your vehicle, you do some home renovations, and then you are starting to see that cycle that your paycheck at the end of the month is still equaling out to zero, and you're not seeing a return increasing your savings. So what we want to do is try to make you not feel broke at the end of the month. And so I'm going to share some little habits that I tend to do in order to get as much return out of my monthly paycheck as I can. And so what I'm realizing is that real self-investment doesn't always look cute. I like to save instead of upgrade. I will try my best to go through my closet, get rid of as much as I can, take it to a place like Plato's Closet where they give me cash. And then with that cash, I will then put it towards new clothes or new essentials that I need. But typically what I do is like, I don't buy repeats. I've mentioned this in another video where if one of my makeup products is done, then I will restock, but I'm not gonna have like 5 retinol creams. That's too much, and that's like over consumerism. And what we wanna do is try to avoid that. So a question that I want you guys to ask yourself is, do I deserve this? Or will I be annoyed that I bought this in 3 months? In your 30s, your glow up isn't about having the best lifestyle on social media. It's about living your best lifestyle within your means, and however that looks like for you. It's also about building a life that doesn't stress you out at the end of the day, and that is the ultimate goal. So if this video resonated with you, make sure to hit that subscribe button, like this video, and I will see you guys in the next one. Megan May out.